When men go to spin class and stare at everyone's I'm Zachary, I'm 25, and I'm a spin instructor. Here are some stereotypical statements from the internet, and I'm here to comment on them. Spin class is for girls, gals, non-binary pals. Why are there men in here? I don't think spin or any fitness activity is for any gender. I think, if you like it, you go for it, When men go to spin class and stare at everyone's I don't really think that's true because not every guy is out there looking for a girl in a spin class, same as saying a girl is out there looking for a guy in the gym. Maybe he just likes it. Male spin instructors are the cruelest people ever. Fact. Nah, I don't think it's true. I've been training under a lot of women for spin, and a lot of them are much tougher than me. So it really depends on what kind of style you're looking for. I think my class is alright, just a lot of endurance. If you are a new rider, don't be afraid, Find someone that you feel you enjoy, that inspires you to really work out. I've been in this industry for a year and 7 months. When I first started spin, I was previously doing road cycling. So for me, this was the next thing that I felt comfortable with. I came in to spin to support a friend who debuted as an instructor here, but eventually it became such a routine that I ended up enjoying it and turned it into like a weekly workout. One day auditions came up and he just submitted my name to the boss without letting me know. She approached me and I was like, you know what, yeah, let's just give it a try. And in the end, it became something that I really enjoy and can truly devote to. When I decided to be a swim instructor, the first person I told was my mom. She was very taken aback. She was like, huh? Since when are you interested in being a fitness instructor? I was like, yeah, actually I have no idea, but it kind of feels good. And eventually I told my dad, and he even told his friends about it, got them to come down for my classes. My friends were super supportive. They came down for like my debut class. They really gave everything they had, and they even got others to come down. So I'm really thankful for the support they have given. When I first debuted, I made a mistake. I left out one song, and that means that I'm shortchanging the rider of about 4 minutes. So this lady was a bit vocal. When I reached the end of my class, she was like, we're missing 4 minutes. I was like, yes, so we're gonna focus more on our cool down today. But of course, after class, I went to apologize to her saying that, I'm sorry that I shortchanged you. I appreciate the feedback, and it's something that I'm gonna watch out for. And she ended up coming back a few more times, and I'm glad that she ended up saying, you know what, I really enjoy your classes at Spin. I'm really thankful that she has been really supportive, and to my other riders as well. That support and encouragement is always a key factor in allowing me to understand what can be better. Sing Cycle is a very close-knit community. Among us instructors and management, it's very clear, what everyone has in mind, our perspectives. Everyone is just supporting each other, trying to wish the best for each other. So it's really a nice place to be in. Many of them in this studio are a bit older than I am, and I was the only guy in this studio for a period of time. So for them, I was like a little brother. I'm quite a talkative fella, so I talk a lot during my classes. I like to call out their names in class or ask them if they are alright. I always try to find out, is this their first time? Or how often do they spin? So that I have a rough gauge on what am I dealing with in this class. From there, I will adjust my playlist or my movements, and then each time I will approach him or her to just do a little form check. Being a 50-minute workout that is quite intense, we also try to engage the riders as much as possible, to motivate, to keep their faith strong, and to ensure that they know what's going on. After every class, I think it's good to ask riders how was the class? How are you feeling? And after each class, you try to identify for which song, which part of today's class did I see more of them struggle or enjoy? And from there, you kind of give yourself a gauge, for the next class, I should do more of this and less of that. So I think constant persistence in understanding what you feel needs to be improved, needs to be a factor in your growth as an instructor. You can't just come in and teach and leave, because then you're not really giving what you can for the people that spending 50 minutes with you. In spin, I have had riders who have been with me since I debuted. That means that some of them have been riding with me for more than 100 classes, and you can really see that process of them slimming down, that process of them getting stronger on that bike. That means that I can also increase the intensity, and each time I increase it gradually, you see them improve, and they feel that sense of improvement. So it's always a continual process of growth in this studio. Gender does not matter as a spin instructor, trust me. The key selling point in the spin class, apart from that workout, is your style. And like my boss said, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, you will have your own crowd that you will attract. Whether you're a male, whether you're a female, you will have supporters, you will have haters, but just do the best with what you got. In spin, there are definitely more women in the class. I think because a lot of women love the cardio that comes with it. But in the past year, I've seen more guys come in. Like previously, it was about 10%, but now it's about 30 to 40%. I think because now these days, guys are looking for a more effective cardio workout. Because one swing class for me burns about 600 calories, and that's equivalent to about a 10-kilometer run, usually. Are there rules for a male spin instructor? No, I don't think so. We haven't caught any guys doing anything inappropriate. But maybe for myself, it's just that social rule, like, just be careful with what you say. The first challenge is trying to change that perspective where guys are usually tougher in the class, that we are crueler in our movements or in our workouts. It's not true. It really depends on who you go for. And feedback will always be taken. If that class is too intense for you, just let the instructor know. I think the second challenge is trying to be able to connect with riders more on a personal level, because many of them are maybe older than I am. So when I give motivational speeches or whatever, it may sound a bit contradictory because I'm younger, but I'm giving you motivational tips. It doesn't really sit well. I think the most significant moment was when COVID-19 hit. It definitely was a strain for many spin studios in Singapore, any fitness studio in Singapore. It's either they had to close or we had to reduce numbers. So this meant that people are now really focusing on coming in for workouts because they're so bored. There's nothing they can do at home. And that really changed my entire terrain as a spin instructor, because previously, before that, I think my classes were much easier. But because these people kept coming back, I found myself changing up my playlist a lot more, trying to make it more intense, because the same people were coming back again and again and again. You can't keep using the same songs, they might get bored. So that was a point when I realized that, you can't stay in your comfort zone. You really need to step out and continually improve that class to get tougher, to get stronger, and to make sure that everyone else is following along with you steadily. So that was a significant moment for me in understanding that progression is key, especially when it comes to fitness. My opinion to those who have an opinion on my unconventional career choice, I'm just going to do what I like. I'm not hurting anyone. We are not hurting anybody. We're just doing what we like, and if we just want to go ahead with what we truly can devote to, then who's going to stop us? Just go ahead, So something I want to share with my fellow male peers who want to step into this industry, spin, be it as a rider or instructor. Don't be afraid, just do what feels good for yourself. Opinions don't really matter because the only person that you're answerable to is yourself. So if this feels good, if this feels like something that will make you feel really happy, just go for it.